Yes, discussion of mind. Well, the quality of mind.
What is the quality of mind?
Well, actually, mind has no qualities, but we describe it with some qualities to sort of produce an intimation. Yeah. So one of my favorites is from, I think it's from Tibetan Buddhism, which is the open sky like mind. I really like that because in an open sky, you know, a lot of things happen in the sky. Like if there's 4th of July explosions, when the explosions stop, the sky isn't ripped open. Planes don't, very rarely, I've never heard a report where they've flown through the sky and called up the terminal and said, we ran into a big chunk of sky, unmovable sky up here, what do we do? And you know, when it rains, the sky doesn't get wet, it just, what appears gets wet, it's the earth, yes? So I would say that a lot of things are appearing in the sky of mind, but what appears in the sky of mind has no effect on the mind, yeah? It has no effect. Why? Because it's not real. Yeah. So an appearance can affect an appearance. Like if this part hit this really hard, it would hurt maybe. But I can't affect the space I seem to be appearing in. Yeah. I can't grab it. And I can't even think about this space as, oh, I think I recognize this space from a few weeks ago. You know what I mean? I saw this space in San Francisco somewhere. How did it get up to Toronto? You know, I can't really put much on the space, yes? I can't really put it into time either, which is why the mind finds no interest in it. That's why it says it's nothing, because it can't fix it as an object to think about it. Yeah. So when most people see skies, what they actually describe are clouds. They're not describing the sky. They're describing what's appearing in the sky. Yeah, what we call sky or space. Well, the same thing with us. We're calling ourselves a real thing, and we're attentive to things, but we're like the clouds in the sky of mind, yeah? And yet, as we're taking everything to be a thing from this idea of being a thing, we are that sky-like mind, yeah? This is just an appearance in it, so.
And you've also used the analogy about a chair in a room.
Yes, the chair in the room's good, but I usually like to use it. The chair in the room is, it's nice to have a chair, but we won't do it here. Let's just say there's a chair sitting here. And let's say the chair has been here a long time. And maybe a lot of important things were said out of that chair. A lot of important asses have sat in that chair. And the chair has a big effect on the room. When you walk in, it's a big chair, almost like a throne. But what would happen if I just moved that chair? Would you be seeing it anymore? No, you wouldn't. And the only way you would, quote unquote, see it is through memory. It would be a past seeing. And if you looked at the room, what effect did that chair leave? Well, it affected the rug it was on. It made little dents in there, and it had rubbed against the wall. But basically, that's the only effects it would have would be on other things that were appearing. But if I removed the chair, would I have to move space in to fill up the space the chair was taking? In fact, no, because the chair isn't taking up any space. It's appearing in space, yes? There's a big difference. I don't have like a little closet full of space that fits the size of that chair, and that in a quick second there would be a point where there would be total voidness, and then I stuck the space in. Yeah? No, the chair didn't take up any space. It just appears in space. Yes? And so just like the walls in this room, we believe it defines inside and outside, but it's just a mental definition, because the wall is the same space that's in here and outside. Yeah? It's just an appearance in the space. So basically, the space goes on uninterrupted, never, 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 never interrupted, but our mind has put up mental partitions in it, yeah? Thinking that this stuff is taking up space. And our attention and interest has been drawn to those things because we're identified as a thing, yeah? But in fact, if you remove the wall, the same space would be there. An uninterrupted flow of space, yeah? So whatever appears in the mind isn't affecting the mind. It's just an appearance in the mind, and that's the solution in a sense, yeah? To know the nature of mind gives you an immunity to the nature of appearances. The immunity is you see the nature of appearances as an appearance. That's the immunity to it. When you're taking the nature of an appearance to be a real thing, that can be troubling.